Hello, this is Greg. A few days ago or whenever I put out a video on this little device right here, I've been going through my meters. I have this set up for current to show you what it's doing on the Zoe. It's set at 1 milliamp, and this is reading 1 milliamp. So I found my ANENG simply doesn't work on millivolts. So I'm just going to pull these leads out. I can turn that off. And common here. And positive here. Nothing. And it should automatically switch to milliamps as soon as it comes on. So that's my only meter that I've found that has been just off. Now, if I go to milliamps and I crank this all the way up to the 20, you can see it does start to read. So it's functional. I mean, the amps, one side works, the other doesn't. So, first thing I think I'm going to do is turn it off and put new batteries in it, or check the batteries. This is plugged in for charging. So let's move that there. And I purchased some new batteries. Whew. First, I want to check these. And let's go ahead and plug it in. See where these are sitting. 1.4, so low. They're not, but I use rechargeables, 1.2 volt rechargeables in these meters all the time. But just to make sure there's no dead batteries in there, we'll set those aside. No, we won't. Well, actually, I will. I have I don't. I do not have 4 brand new batteries, AA. So 1.4 is what we have. And that's what we have, 1.4. Which should be plenty. There should be no reason why this wouldn't work. I don't know why I did that. I want to take a look at this inside and see. Because there's no warranty on it. I've had this for over a year. I had no means of testing. And actually, when I bought this, I didn't even know how to test amps or milliamps or volts volts I did. That was the first thing I learned, was the volt part. But maybe there's just something in here that I can, maybe there's just a wire disconnected. I've never been inside of this one before. So what I'm doing here, let that charge over there, turn you off. Oh, look at this. Well, let's just, okay, there we go. Easy enough there. Let's see what we have. Couple of spring contacts. That's the laser on and off button. So down here we're going to have, let's get the tom love over here and lower it down. See what we can see with this. Let's go over here to full tom love. Oops. Sorry. There we go. Lights on. Okay, I'm upside down. So, okay, common milliamps right here. Oh, look at that. Right there. Turning on my soldering station. And, yeah, just came undone. So, maybe I did it. Because, like I said, this is the first time I've ever been able to test anything like this. So, we're going to take a little bit of flux and put on this little spot. Let's see what I'm doing there. And a little bit of wire. Let's see what kind of temperatures I need to get to make this work. Because I have a that's good. I have a 500 Celsius. Let's see, can I get that to melt down there? Yeah, good. And let's take this and, oh, what's that? That looks pretty good, doesn't it? All the rest of these look really, they look nice. Okay, look at that. Let's see how it worked. Put it back together. Okay, let's not get too excited here. There are my contacts right there. And while I have it out, I'm going to, where'd my alcohol go? Dun, dun, dun. There it is, right there. I just have a little spray bottle. Put a little spray on here, and just for good measure, I'm going to clean up these pads. Whatever that is on there. And then go ahead and just kind of give the ends of these springs a little alcoholing off. Doesn't look like I got much dirt. Okay, throw that in there. Now, oops, just knock that out of the way with my fat finger. There it goes, right there. Yeah, right there. Okay. Straight down. Yes. Because it just popped right off. It didn't, oh, let's, okay. That was just a little bit of screw stuck in there on that side. And it should be a little spring loaded. Okay, there we go. Let's move the tom love out of the way. Go back to the overhead. And here. Go out to 5. There we go. And I'm kind of pushing down on it for those springs. And that's my soldering iron. Yeah, it's just turning off. Someone thought that was a fire alarm on one of my videos. That big, and it is loud. I should pull it apart and put a piece of tape over it. It could be a fire alarm. So I hope that this is fixed. I'm putting it all back together as if it is. Okay. It's on. Now let's bring the little probes back into here. Oh, how do I do it? How do I do it? Get these things wrapped around here all of the time. Okay, let's take the Zoe, set it on milliamps, set it on here, on current, so I need, here, and here, and 119.75. Excellent. Let's pull this guy in. So turn you off. Plug you into common. You into milliamps. Oh, look at that. And look at that. It went right straight to, this doesn't have a real bright screen on it, but yeah, you can see that okay. Let's see what it's going. Let's see how it does going down. Look at that. Let's see what it looks like on 10. Let's stop dead on 10. 9.99. Okay, that's, you know, you can't really whine hard about that. That's really nice. Let's go down to 0. It does read 0. 10 is okay. Well, look at that. It's cutting it in half. So 20 sits dead. Well, nope. Still goes back and forth. 30. Excellent. So I'll call that a repaired multimeter. So if you have one of these and it doesn't automatically plug, you know, when you plug in your milliamps, if it doesn't automatically go to milliamps, then it might just be a solder job. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.